Hey guys, it's Putty for the Rustafied official servers here with a quick overview of this month's update. There's been a number of new things making their way into the game, so let's get right into it. We'll be starting off with the newest mode of transportation, the mini copter. This chopper has 2 seats and runs off low-grade fuel, and just like the hot air balloon, they're not craftable, so you'll have to find them around the map. You can steer them using your mouse and keyboard, with controls for altitude, pitch, roll, and yaw. They can also get quite high up in the sky and move at a decent speed, but don't think that you're invincible in one of these as the cockpit is quite exposed. They can also take bullet damage to varying degrees depending on where you shoot. The electricity system is getting more in depth with the introduction of radio frequency devices, a whole new family of items that let you communicate with your electrical devices and teammates. These devices work off of a radio frequency that is set by the individual user. Currently, there is no range limit or delay on these devices. There are 4 items in total which use RF. The RF receiver, the RF transmitter, the RF broadcaster, and the pager. The RF receiver is a deployable device that will trigger an electrical current to flow when a signal is sent on the frequency which it is set to. The RF transmitter is a handheld switch which communicates to any receivers or pagers on the same frequency. Hold down the trigger to activate, let go to deactivate. The RF broadcaster is similar to the transmitter, but it isn't portable, and it only sends out a signal when it receives electricity. The RF pager, this handy little device, makes a noise or vibrates if it's set to silent when it receives a signal on a frequency it is set to. There's been a number of other electrical items added in. First off, the HBHF sensor, which is short form for the heartbeat, breathing, humidity, footstep sensor. This device can be triggered when somebody shows up within 20 meters of where it is placed. You can also configure it for authorized or unauthorized people that are within its range. This device should allow for some creative uses such as motion detecting lights for teammates who can't remember to turn off the lights, or alarm systems for when you're out collecting resources. The RAND switch is a new type of switch that is being added for some randomness to the electricity system. When current runs through it, it randomly chooses between true or false. Although this doesn't seem practical for everyday users, it does allow for people to create interesting traps, contests, and maybe even games. As you've seen in all my electricity examples so far, there's a new siren light, but that's not the only new light. There's also a new flasher light. Both of these hook up to electricity and pretty much do what you would expect given their names. Here's some shots of them in action. You'll be noticing some different scenery in the Arid Biome. It has received a facelift this month with the addition of several new types of palm trees and bushes. Along with that, the hemp plant has also received a makeover and looks better than ever. For many players, the elephant in the room has been performance lately. Well, I'm happy to report that the team has been working on it, and they have implemented a bunch of optimizations which should make gameplay much smoother overall. It's also worth mentioning that Rust will be updating to a newer version of Unity. This should give it a little performance boost for now, but have some added benefits in the long run. For all the nitty-gritty technical details, you can head over to Rustafied.com for more info. Some smaller things to talk about: memory cells can now toggle input, the cargo ship now destroys building blocks it encounters, and unfortunately the oil rig monument didn't make it in this update. Most likely it will show up next month. That has been a summary of all the significant changes coming into Rust this month. I'm Putty, and thanks for watching. If you want to know more about this update or any other update, head over to Rustafied.com, and don't forget to check us out on the Rustafied official servers.